Okay, so we got Cubs, Yankees, top of the third. Austin Wells here at first base. We have 2 outs, an 0-1 count on Rizzo, I believe. And Austin is going to try to do a vault lead here. And he's going to try to get this bag. Ends up stumbling and getting tagged out. So kind of a funny moment, probably not a funny moment for Yankees fans. But I want to talk about these vault leads, how they work, what happened on this play, and really break it down. Because some people might have been watching and said, what the hell is he doing? So let's back it up right here. Now these vault leads or shuffle leads, whatever you want to call them, they've started to make their way into Major League Baseball. If you're a Yankees fan, you know that Volpe does it all the time. And so the idea of it is that it gives you momentum, which helps you get a better break. And it's especially useful for guys that maybe don't run super well. And Wells is one of those guys. I think he only has 1 stolen base this year. And after this play, maybe that's the only stolen base he'll have for the rest of the year. But Wells is trying to get some momentum, and he clearly has a tell, or at least he thinks he has a tell on the pitcher. And so there's a lot of things that you can look for. But one of the main things is you're looking for the pitcher that falls into the same rhythm every single time. Now, I didn't watch this game, but my guess is that if you watch the pitcher right here, once he turns his head, right? So he turns his head right there. I'm going to go back again. Watch him turn his head right there. So he turns his head, and once he turns his head, you'll see that Wells starts to hop out. And so the tell had to have been that this pitcher turns his head and pitches. And especially when you're a base runner that doesn't run a lot of times pitchers, they don't really care about you. They'll just fall into the same pattern because they're like, this guy's not going to run. And so the issue is that Wells starts to shuffle out. So the whole idea of the vault lead or the shuffle lead is that you're going to shuffle and time it up. So now what he's anticipating is that leg is going to lift and he's going to be off and get an easy stolen base. But the pitcher looks back at him. He doesn't pitch. So something set off an alarm for him. And now we get the pickoff attempt. Well, before we get the pickoff attempt, we get the fall down, and then we get the step off in the pickoff attempt for the out. Now here's where Wells messed up. Again, if we back up, when you take this vault lead, and for some people that are going to watch this and say this is stupid, especially with the lefty, if you teach this well and you have proper technique and you know what you're doing, you can do this off of a righty, off of a lefty, it doesn't matter. Here's where Wells messed up, is that when he shuffled, he was shuffling and committing to run right here. He's committing. See how his body's starting to turn right there? And so what you need to do is, if you're going to use this vault lead, when you shuffle off, you need to stay square to the plate so your shoulders stay pointed or your chest stays pointed towards the plate. You're going to shuffle. You're going to keep your eyes on the pitcher. And if you come down right here and he hasn't pitched, well then you shut it down. You shuffle back. That's the end of it. You're not stealing. But you can see his body's already turning. So he anticipated that he was going to pitch. And that's where you get in trouble. When you think, okay, the pitcher's done this certain pattern for a bunch of times, and so you're convinced that that's all he's going to do. And you start to cheat. So again, shuffle out, stay square, and then land here and go, okay, he didn't pitch, let me get back. But you can see he's already trying to run, and then he goes, oh no, he didn't pitch, and now he slips and falls, and he gets picked off. So again, there is a system behind it. You have to be very technique oriented, both mentally and physically. I'm going to start to make more videos on this because we take advantage of this stuff at the lower levels of baseball all the time. And you see certain players taking advantage of it at the big league level. Certain players are great at it. It almost becomes unstoppable. Certain players are not great at it. And that's when you can look kind of silly. So I had a couple of people ask me about this play and what the hell Wells was doing. Again, I'm not there, but just understanding how to do a vault lead, this is what I think happened. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. And we'll talk to you later.